Folks, L.A. Marzulli here. What happens if our President Donald J. Trump makes an announcement from the White House? He looks right at the camera and he says, "We are not alone in the universe." How does that affect you? How does that affect your faith? How does that affect what you believe in? Folks, we have the answers that will shed light on this controversial subject. The Great UFO Deception Conference, Unmasking the Strong Delusion, January 16th and 17th. You'll hear from renowned experts. Arm yourself with the truth from a biblical perspective. Go to www.deception2026.com. That's www.deception2026.com. I'll see you there.
And RAELism. But here's the biggest one, by the way. Let me write this down here because I don't have it on this list. This is the biggest alien religion on the planet, evolution. It is the biggest alien religion on the planet. We have Richard Dawkins, who is the famed evolutionist and atheist, who says that it is certainly possible. He thinks the idea of God is ridiculous, but it's certainly possible that intelligent life came many years ago and seeded life on this planet.
Let's circle back to the whole UFO thing. You know, I've heard, like there's a guy, his name, you probably know who he is, RAEL. Have you ever heard of that guy, RAEL? The Raelian?
RAEL. Oh, the cult?
Yeah.
The Raelian cult? Yeah.
So apparently, I'll be interviewing one of their guys here, hopefully soon. And apparently they've got the go-ahead to build the embassy in Jerusalem. And I actually showed this clip at a Prophecy Watchers conference, which is probably 20 years old. And so RAEL states on the record that when the saucers show up, I've got all these props on my desk, but when these guys show up, out of the craft will come Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Krishna, the whole crew. Waiting in the crowd. I mean, that's what they believe.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
As Christians, we believe he's coming back. His feet touched the Mount of Olives, and, you know, the Jews will look on him when they have pierced and mourn for him. So, I mean, are we headed? I'm not asking for a date because I know we can't do that, and we don't know. But, I mean, we have got to be close to something because what is going on is completely unprecedented.
Well, I think we are indisputably at the end of the age.
I agree.
But what does that mean? Does that mean we're in the last dozen years, or does that mean we're in the last 200 years? Because if you look at the compendium of history, even if you're within the last 200 years, you're at the very, very razor edge of the end.
So I want to talk about something here. We've had several people from the Raelian movement just fairly recently, I think in November of 2025, and they've been trying to build this an embassy. And now they have permission. He wouldn't tell me the country, but they have permission from a country to rebuild or build this embassy to welcome the Elohim. And in their opinion, let me read this. One of the missions entrusted to RAEL, spiritual leader of the Raelian movement, and announced Messiah, so he apparently is the Messiah, is to build the third temple to welcome the Elohim. And in their opinion, the Elohim are scientists who created all life on earth, including humans. Amongst their offspring, the people of Israel. The children of Elohim and women of the earth is mentioned, and it goes on from there. So I want to show you this. This is RAEL, years ago, of course. The Raelian movement to build the third temple near Jerusalem. Blueprints and timetable will finally be revealed by the real Jews. So isn't that interesting? I won't comment on that. So this years ago, let's listen. Notice the Nazi sign right here. The SWAT sticker, isn't that interesting? So this is a real mixed bag. We're not going to disparage RAEL. He's not here. But, you know, in my opinion, run the nearest exit. Listen to what he says. Listen to what he says here. Here we go.
If the Elohim love us, we also have the right to love them. And if you love them, it's your personal choice. They will be very happy. But it's not an obligation. If you recognize them like our creators, you can love them the same way they love us. And of course, if you love them, I think you will help me to build this embassy, to welcome them. And they will come. And I let you imagine the day, the fantastic day, when the embassy will be built. Can you imagine this fantastic day? The end of thousands and thousands years, which were necessary to prepare this time. And they will come with the big messenger they had on the earth. Moses, Muhammad, Buddha, Jesus who is alive among them. I spoke with him. He's alive through a scientific way of reincarnation. The name is cloning.
See, so what they say, what RAEL is telling us that, Jesus is alive through scientific cloning. I spoke with him. See, we believe as Christians that Jesus is the Son of God. That's it. He's fully God, fully man. End of story. All the prophecies in the biblical prophetic narrative point to Mashiach, Messiah. He was here. The Jews missed it, unfortunately. But they will look on him whom they have pierced and mourn for him as an only son. Read it. It's there for yourself. It's in the biblical prophetic narrative. So this is interesting. This is where we are. And before I move on to this next slide, I just want to say that, we've opened our doors to the people who follow RAEL, but we believe that they are utterly deceived. And of course, they believe that I'm utterly deceived. So we really get nowhere when we're discussing this. But we do not believe that Jesus was part of the Elohim. We believe that Jesus is the only begotten Son of God. That's it. That's it.